The verse we will specifically look at today is Proverbs 19:3, which says, "A person's own foolishness leads him astray, yet his heart rages against the Lord." This is a verse that I don't think I even began to understand until I actually had a mental breakdown years ago. Then I just started to understand this verse and actually many other verses that are kind of along this line. This verse has to do with cause and effect, taking responsibility for our actions. We say own it, man up, or things like that. Taking responsibility for what we do and the consequences of the actions. Our actions, if they're wrong, will eventually lead to negative consequences. So we will look at verse 19:3 in two parts. The first part of the verse says that a person's foolishness will lead them astray. Sometimes, even though we're not a fool, we do foolish things. But when we are a fool, this foolishness that we have will cause us to do foolish things. Our foolishness, our foolish heart will, in essence, lead us astray because we're doing foolish things. So the second part of the verse is what took me a while to figure out. Many times when we do wrong things and we are suffering the consequences, we play the blame game. We have a pity party. We get a victim mentality. We act like a bystander in what happens in our lives, instead of owning up to what we do and the consequences that have resulted from those actions. So the writer here is saying, what he's saying is a person then rages against the Lord. They've done something, they get caught or have consequences, and they get mad at God. And so God is the blame for what they're going through. Kind of a bad state of mind.